Okay, so let's take a look at how to turn off all of those email notifications through Google Classroom. So if you go into any of your Google Classrooms, you can click up here to the three bars to see your side menu. The very, very bottom, there's going to be a settings. And there's a couple of different things you can do in here. One is to turn off your email notifications. If you choose this one, it's going to turn off every single type of email notification, meaning you won't get any emails. Or you can choose to turn off individual things. So that is an option. So there's certain things you want to see and others you don't. You can go ahead and do that. You can also turn it off for individual classes. So normally this classroom notifications will not be opened like this. So you can open that up to see all the classes that you either are a teacher of, a co-teacher of, or a student, and see all of those in here. So you'll notice I have ones that I want to get notifications from and ones that I am active in. Others that I am not, where I'm a co-teacher to support the teachers or the students for EL in those classrooms. So I usually pop into those only when a student or the teacher requests me to do so. So I don't necessarily need to see every single thing they're doing. And then ones that I'm part of as a student or a colleague. So those are options. Students can also do this. The question about that is whether or not then they're not getting those reminders through their email as an additional notification of, hey, you've got stuff. But I would say as a teacher that it can be really anxiety inducing if you have 50 different emails every day in your Google Classrooms because your teachers are posting several times a day times 7 classes. So that being said, it would be really recommended to limit the amount of times that you're posting in a Google Classroom just because they are getting so many notifications. So one way that you can do that is you can go to your announcements. You can type whatever you want in there. You can add whatever files you want. And instead of posting right away, you can actually go to this drop-down box and choose to schedule it. So that will be scheduled. You can choose whatever date and time you want it to be released. I tend to have things set up at the beginning of the morning for whenever kids get on. Sometimes I will post things to start after 3 o'clock. It just kind of depends on the purpose and the task of it. And then you can schedule it. You also have the option of, instead of scheduling, of saving the draft. So if you're not ready to quite be ready to go, you can save that. If you want to add more things throughout the day, so instead of posting 5 different things, you're only posting maybe 1 or 2 throughout the day. That is really ideal for our students and their workload right now and not feeling overwhelmed. Even if you are having an announcement that is saved and you scheduled that, like I have here, you can still go back and you can delete them. You can also go back and you can edit them. So you can still add more things in there and change them. It's completely up to you. The only thing with scheduling that is not so great is that you can only do 1 class at a time. So if I wanted to do an announcement and I want it to be for several classes, like this, I then only have the option of posting and saving the draft. So I don't have the option to schedule. So that's kind of the only downside to scheduling, is you have to do every class individually. What I tend to do is just copy and paste, and then I go in and I just schedule those all together. So not a big issue. You can also do all 3 of these options from your cell phone on the app also, which is free. That's something I tend to do quite a bit as well. So I can lay in bed and make sure I have those things added on there. Same thing with classwork as well. Classwork, you can do a couple of things. You can go up to create. You can create an assignment, a quiz assignment, where it will lock them in to whatever the assignment is, and they can only be in that one screen. You can do a question. You can add material. You can reuse a post from another class, or you can add a topic. If you're going to add, say, like a unit of things, and you want to add several different sources or even assignments, you can do that through material. The nice thing is it's also not something that's going to create an assignment necessarily. So if it's just resources, you can do that. So for example, I tend to do that a lot with my, entry tasks. I will put a bunch in there. Oh, where'd they all go? Anyways, so if I wanted to put several things in there all at one time, I can totally do that. It's not going to create assignment, but if it's not really an assignment, it's more of a resource, you can do that and put it all together. You can also then put it into your different subtopics, so it's organized for kids That makes it easier for them to find things. You don't have to just put slides. You can put multiple different things and links and different files, whatever you need. So if you've got a whole unit of things, sometimes it's easier just to put it right there and put a title on it and say that this is a collection of items. Okay. So that is an option as well. Once you have something on here, you can either choose to post it, or you can draft it, or you can schedule that again. So there are times where I actually have, for one of my classes, I have entry tasks that are set up for the next several weeks, and they are scheduled to be released on certain days. So right here. So you can see that these ones are all going to be released on a Monday of every week. And so I just don't have to worry about it. And these ones are also able to still be edited if I wanted. They're all Google Forms, and so they just get to sit there. Okay, hopefully this helps. Let me know if you've got any other questions.